Welcome back. It's really good to be with you for day 4. First, I want to acknowledge that showing up today, especially knowing the topic is anxiety, takes courage. Some part of you is willing to approach this with curiosity, and that's significant. If you're feeling any resistance or apprehension about today's practice, that's completely normal and understandable. We're going to move very slowly with lots of choice and safety built in. The fact that you've done days 1 to 3 means you already have resources, the ability to notice different energies from day 1, the spacious awareness of the silent sky from day 2, and you know how to anchor in your sensation from day 3. Today, we'll bring all of that together. Today's practice isn't about eliminating anxiety. It's about changing our relationship to it. It's about discovering that what we call anxiety might actually be raw energy that we can learn to be with differently. Here's a perspective that might help shift things. What we typically call anxiety is actually two things tangled together. First, there are the raw physical sensations, maybe tightness in the chest, buzzing in the limbs, restlessness, sweating, increased heart rate, or quickened breath. These are all sensations, vibrations, energy moving through the body. Second, there are the stories and interpretations. This means I'm going to fail. I can't handle this. Something's wrong with me. The transformation happens when we learn to separate these two, when we can meet the raw sensations with curiosity. Oh, this is interesting energy. Without buying into the catastrophic stories, something profound occurs. Think of it like this: a child feeling excited before a performance might have the same physical sensations as anxiety: butterflies, quick heartbeats. The difference is the story they tell about it. Today, we practice meeting the sensation without the story. We are not trying to make the energy go away. We are learning to let it be there, to welcome it even, and see what happens. This is powerful because anxiety energy is actually life energy. It's your nervous system's intelligent response to a perceived challenge. When we stop fighting it, we can actually access its intelligence and vitality. Before we begin, here are some important well-being considerations. First, we are not trying to trigger anxiety. If you're not feeling anxious today, that's perfect. You can work with any mild discomfort, a body ache, any kind of restlessness, or even excitement. The practice is the same. Second, if at any point this feels too intense, you have multiple options. Return to your anchor from day 3, hands, feet, breath. You can open your eyes and name objects in the room and take a break. You can switch to just listening without practicing. Or you may completely stop the recording altogether and come back another time. Third, we'll use what's called titration, working in small, manageable amounts. We'll dip in and out, never pushing beyond what feels manageable. Okay, so with that in mind, let's prepare. If you'd like to join, find a comfortable, seated, upright posture. You might want to have something comfortable nearby, a blanket, a pillow. Gently allowing your eyes to close if that feels comfortable today, or you may softly keep them open with a downward gaze. Taking a moment to ground yourself first, feeling your anchor, maybe the feet on the floor, or simply noticing the hands resting on your thighs or knees. Noticing the breath, coming back to the safety of the present moment, and remembering you're in charge. You choose how deeply to go, or whether to just observe today. Now, gently scanning the body with curiosity, not looking for anxiety or anything specifically, just noticing what's here, perhaps starting at the feet, moving upwards to the legs, pelvis, noticing any sensations, then the belly, the chest, the back, shoulders, both your arms, hands, neck, face, and head. Just getting a baseline of what's present today. You might do a few body scans at your own pace, whilst I leave some space for you. Now, I invite you to notice if there's any area that has a bit more energy, intensity, or vibration. Maybe it's a subtle buzzing, or warmth, or tightness. If nothing stands out, that's perfectly okay. You can work with the general aliveness of the body. If something does stand out, you might choose one area that feels mildly intense. Not the most intense area. Choose something manageable. Now, bringing gentle, curious attention to this area. First, just noticing its location, its size, its boundaries. Is it more in the front or back, left or right? just mapping it with curiosity. Now, exploring its qualities. Does it feel hot or cool? Solid or spacious? Still or moving? Sharp or dull? Just noticing, like a scientist studying an interesting phenomenon. Now, here's a key question. Can you separate the sensation from the story about it? The sensation might be tightness in chest. The story might be, this means I'm anxious, and that's bad. Can you set the story aside for a moment and just be with the raw sensation as much as you can be in this moment? Just this vibration, this energy, without any meaning attached. If a story arises, I shouldn't feel this. This is too much. When will it go away? Gently acknowledging it. Ah, there's a story. And returning to the raw sensation. Story, sensation, story, sensation. Practicing this differentiation. Now, if it feels safe enough, experimenting with welcoming. Hello, sensation. You can be here. I can make space for you. Not trying to change it, not trying to make it stay, just allowing it to be exactly as it is. You are the sky. This is just weather passing through. Now, if it feels safe, I invite you to try something different. Gently tensing the area around the sensation, just slightly. Gently contracting the muscles around the sensations. Then releasing. If it feels safe, try repeating this for a few more times. Noticing if the sensation changes when you do this. Sometimes anxiety energy wants to move, to be expressed. You might try making a tiny movement with that part of the body, very gently, or imagining the energy could flow out through your fingertips or toes. Just experimenting. Now, returning to just being with the sensation, noticing if it has changed in any way. Maybe it's shifted, maybe it hasn't. Either way is perfect. Now, expanding awareness to include the space around the sensation, not just the tight area, but the entire space that holds it. The whole chest, not just the tight spot. The whole body, not just the anxious part. Feeling both the intensity and the space around it simultaneously. If at any point this becomes a bit too much, gently returning to your anchor, feet on floor, hand resting, breath flowing. You can always return here. Now, bringing to mind a very mild, anxiety provoking situation. Something small. Maybe sending an important email or having a difficult conversation. Just bringing it to mind lightly and noticing what happens in the body. Where do you feel it? What are the sensations? Now, applying the same practice, dropping from the story, this is scary, to the sensation, tightness here. Practicing with a remembered situation builds your capacity for real situations. Now, releasing the remembered situation, coming back to just the body, resting with whatever is present here. Perhaps thanking your body for its intelligence, for trying to protect you through these sensations, even if it doesn't feel comfortable. Remember, every time you meet sensation without story, you're rewiring your nervous system. You're teaching yourself sensations are just sensations. I can be with them. Now letting go of the practice, gently bringing your full attention back to the room, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching if that feels good. Noticing that you have done something so courageous. You've turned towards what many people run away from. Welcome back. Tomorrow, on day 5, we'll explore what I call the ocean and the wave, a beautiful practice that helps us access effort that feels like an overflow, not a grind. We'll work with the energy we explored today in a different way. If today brought up anything you want to share, I'm here in the comments. And remember, this is a practice. It gets easier with repetition. Until tomorrow, my friend, be gentle with that courageous heart of yours.